with it.
All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. It's been a minute, yeah. Obviously, we've just been busy.
That's the beginning.
So we've got a good amount of questions from Thursday, good amount of questions from today,
I think you
and we'll
have
go through
anyway, aren't
yesterday's show as well.
you? Yeah.
It was a good one.
Shall indeed. You are?
It was a good one.
Yeah, it was. It was, to be fair. You got to be gassed for Josh. Got to be
Yeah, it was
gassed for Josh.
very good, bro. Very, very good. I was like, we didn't get to see him on stage really, like as the juniors because we came home.
Nah, we didn't get
So it
there
was
for the
really,
junior.
really good to see him Winnie overall and like actually see him in the lineup.
Yeah. Yeah, he done well with, to be fair to him. There was some monsters as well,
Bro, I think
just
it was
missing.
the middleweight, yeah.
Yeah.
This fucking monster, bro. Man was posing to rock music.
Which one? What? Which one?
Yeah, he was the guy that owns
Oh,
Pro
the
Strength and Fit.
monster. I don't think he was a
Yeah. He
middleweight.
was a
He
beast,
was
mate.
a fucking. He was
He was
a.
a beast.
He was
Yeah,
huge.
it
He
was a
was.
good show, man. I think in to be honest, I can't even remember what getting the pictures up, but yeah, it was a good show. Good show. It was
It
good to see
was a
Josh
good
Winnie
show.
overall as well.
Other than men's physique, that's gay.
Over the men's physique, yeah, like fuck men's
Yeah,
physique.
yeah. We didn't even watch that shit. But no, it was good to be fair. It's good to see the standard as well. I've never been to a PCA show before, so it's good to see. There is like there is people who stand out, and then there is a lot of people who just you know what I mean. But
Yeah, exactly. It's like all shows. Like you're always gonna have them people that stand out. You're always gonna have the people that just look, yeah, which is me.
yeah, nah, as long as you can't come in fat. You know what I mean?
No,
That's
no.
what I think. Like muscle isn't in your control essentially, but like condition will be in your control. It's easy for me to say that. I fucking hope I ain't fat when I compete.
That's
You
it.
know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but
I
you can
can't
control
sit
it.
here and say this now, but you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you can
Like,
control it. Like if you're fat and you're 2 weeks out, then you do a later show. There's so many
that's
shows.
yeah,
There's so many shows. It's
I,
not an excuse to be fat these days.
I agree. You see some monsters at shows like that as well, that don't you? Just walking around.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just a
Just like being in the
big
crowd, you
guy.
see some big guys, which
It
is
does
always
make
good
you
because
like,
I guarantee today's session was very, very good.
yeah, oh yeah, for sure. That's what I was gonna say. It does make you think like, fucking hell, I need to up my game. Do you know, like you think you're doing everything you can do, and then you just see some big cunt, and you're like, I'm definitely not doing everything I can do.
Yeah. It makes you question. It's like you need to up your game. You need to up the food. You
Yeah,
need to up the game. Mate. It's as simple as
I think that's.
that.
I think it's good though, knowing that you can always improve. Do you know what I
That's it, bro.
mean?
Like,
You're not.
that's why bodybuilding's so fun because you know that there's never a that
Nah,
you
you can
never
always
like
get
you never stop and progress.
for sure. You always get better, do more. That's what I tell people all the time. Like, there's always more you can do. When you feel
Every
like there's
year you
nothing you can do, I can guarantee to you that there's something else you
100%.
can do to get
You
better.
make more like every year you learn something new as an athlete as well, whether that's training, food,
Yeah, I think.
routine,
Yeah,
whatever.
for
You're always
sure.
learning something new, which is why bodybuilding's so fun because you're always
Like,
learning.
for sure. Even like the people at the top, even they are constantly learning. Do you know what I
100%.
mean?
Like you
Constantly.
run
You
into a
got.
wall, you try something new, and you figure out that's a new thing, or you figure out it doesn't work. But that's what's good
Yeah.
about bodybuilding because you can just try it. Like you can just try and try and try and try and try.
And that's what I enjoy. That's what I like. You do like little case studies on yourself. Like,
Yeah,
I'll try something, I'll see how it works, and if it works, sweet. I'll keep it in. If I try something and it don't, like, cool. Like, you still grow, or you'd still
of
move
course,
in the
bro.
direction you want to get to. It just
As
might
long as
not
like
be.
as long as the basics are nailed, bro. Like it doesn't matter really what you're doing. It's gonna work. So, like right
Yeah,
now,
for
obviously,
sure.
we spoke yesterday. Like, obviously, I'm pushing the protein. So
Yeah.
right now, my protein's at three three nine, 340. So that's quite high. Like considering like
Yeah, that
I
is
was
hard.
192 pounds this morning. So it's like lean body mass, like total lean
Well, like
muscle is probably like
twice.
two times.
Yeah, 2 times. Yeah.
No digestive issues as well, but I feel like my physique looks better. Like the tissue looks like sits on the skin harder, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
But
I've
it's not
heard
been a
that.
while. Like it's not been so long now, so like I can't really make a comparison. Like I want to give it like a few
Sure.
months. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
as long as I'm not experiencing any side effects, I'm gonna try it because all you have to do is like my argument for everything is you can have all the science in the world. Just look at the people who are there. Like all them
yeah.
old
That's
guys,
what I
bro.
was
They ran
gonna
protein
say.
ridiculously high.
Yeah, for sure. You know, like that's what I've heard. Literally, what you just said about the muscle pressing you, like you just look a bit more fuller, maybe a bit more rounder or something. I don't, and you'd think that'd be
Yeah,
from the carbs. But Ian said it. I remember Ian saying it on Fuad's
yeah.
pod, and even Fuad, because them lot have always pushed protein mega
Of course, bro.
hard.
All the American
Even they
guys
said
have always
it
pushed
was just
protein mega
different.
high.
Yeah, like they just said, the look's just different. Like obviously you're going to be full of shit and round when you're eating a lot of carbs, but they just said the protein, when they had mega high protein, the look was just different. And they all rave about, they all like mega high protein. And
Yeah,
like I
like
said,
I
it's
can
no
see
harm
why.
in trying.
Exactly, bro.
No
And
harm in
also,
trying.
like, if you're pushing food as well, like realistically, protein's the hardest to turn to fat anyway. So it's like, why not? Why not try it? Because it's not like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it's the one that's gonna like, if you're overeating on protein, it's gonna have a much better effect than if you're overeating on fat or carbs. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
why not try
To
it?
an
Why not
extent,
try it?
for sure.
So I think it's
That's
been.
it.
I started when I started the diet, so 6 weeks. So I give it like
Yeah,
another 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, and I'll see how it goes. But right now, like I'm enjoying it. Like I said, there's no side effects at all, like digestion wise. I never really have any digestive issues anyway. But when I do start pushing up, I'm going to go to 6 meals, just because obviously, like as food comes up as a whole, obviously trace protein's going to come up as well. Everything's going to
yeah,
come up. So it's like to cram that down to 5 meals, it's going to be quite not
yeah.
not
Be
challenging to
five.
eat because I can eat, but digestive wise, it'll be a little bit challenging. So I'm going to do 6 meals
Yeah,
for sure.
for sure. Yeah, I eat 6 meals. It's one of them. Like both work. It's like what we're saying again. Like trying stuff. Try eating
Yeah.
5 meals on X amount of calories and carbs,
I think five
whatever.
meals, like I think 5 meals is a sweet spot for everyone because like it doesn't
That's
really matter
standard.
what you do. It doesn't really matter
That's
what you do
standard.
in your life. Like you can fit like, if you've got a really busy job or you got a not like you work you sit at home all day, you can fit 5 meals
Yeah,
in. I
yeah,
think
for
like when you're
sure.
eating like under five, that I don't really like. I think that's when you can run into like, digestive problems.
Yeah, I think 4 meals is a bit like if you're a
The
bodybuilder as
gap
well. How are
between
you
meals
not
can be so
hungry?
big.
Yeah, how are you not hungry if you're only eating 4 meals? If it works, it works. Like cool, nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of bodybuilders out there that do 4 meals, but me personally, yeah, never.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm having five minimum, 5 or 6. That's the sweet
I think
spot,
five,
I
yeah,
think.
5, 6 for most bodybuilders, unless you put like even if you're doing like 5 solid meals and then like an hour after your fifth meal you have a shake
Shake.
just to
Yeah,
take the protein.
nothing wrong. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that either.
That's probably something like I'll do, like because if I'm gonna push protein so high, I'll probably do that and then just have obviously a clear way pre-bed. And obviously, it comes in handy being sponsored because I can just fucking
Yeah,
then have
yeah,
that
yeah.
drink
Fucking
that.
her up, innit?
But yeah, it's good. It's very very good. So obviously, I think it's been 3 weeks since I've actually been on the podcast. So how's
Yeah,
things
it's
going
been a
with you?
while.
How is things with you?
Me, just same old. Like I was saying this to, I'm sure I said it to you the other day, or yesterday, where people, I don't know whether I didn't actually now say it, but people ask you like, how's shit going? Like, how are you doing in that? Bro, I'm the exact same as last time you asked me.
Yeah,
Bro, I do the
yeah.
same shit every day. My training's calm. My training's good. I'm good. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone always asks you, like, oh, how you been? Well, I've been training. I've been eating.
You're
I've
doing
been
the same shit
sleeping.
you was last month.
Yeah, literally that. Like, but I'm progressing well in the gym. I feel alright. I had a little couple days off. Like, I don't tend to take days off or like deloads, let's say. But I felt a bit battered, like really
Yeah,
battered. So I just had a couple days off, and now I feel good. To be fair, like I went in the
yeah,
gym and
yeah.
I've done some alright stuff the other day. But I feel pretty fucked. Like it's my first. I've only been training like 4 days back, and I already feel smashed. But like I eat enough
That's
food and I sleep enough to recover.
you're gonna feel
So
smashed. Like when you're so strong and you train hard, you're gonna feel smashed. If you don't feel
yeah,
smashed, there's a bit of a problem.
it's just like the
Like
normal though. You know what I mean? Like you just feel
as long as you're not
normal.
going into the next session like, with your muscles sore, you're sound.
Yeah, for sure, for
Like
sure. And as long as you're
you know,
progressing as well, even if you feel fucked, but you're progressing, that's all that matters.
that's it, bro.
I
That's
think.
it. Like obviously,
What about you?
yeah, training's obviously still going good. Obviously, like I was saying yesterday, like we got the hammer incline in now, and I've
Yeah,
always
yeah,
wanted that machine. I've never had access to it. So like on program, I had like 2 sets on there, but the other day like I pretty much did 4 sets because I did last week's. I was like warming up, and then I thought right, I can add more here, and then I got like nine. I think it was 8 reps, 9 reps. And I was like right,
yeah,
I'll go up again because like my back off set ended up being what my top set was the week before. So I was like fuck, I'll do 4 sets. I'll do the same next week. It's a new movement. I'm enjoying it. And that's it. Like you haven't got to do 5 different movements with 1 set, 2 sets. If you want to do 2 movements and fucking 5 sets each, do 2 movements, 5 sets each. If
yeah. I
you
agree.
enjoy it and you get a good connection with it, then just smash it out.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Like I'll sit on a leg press 4 sets. Like as long as you're
Yeah,
progressing them, I will happily sit on a leg press for
that's it, bro.
four
Like
sets.
it's
No
if it's
right or
fun.
wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, if it's fun
There's
as
no
well.
right.
Like you could either do one leg press, one squat, one leg extension, one fucking split squat, one this, or you can just go in, keep things a little more basic and just do
Sit
more
on
work.
the
At
machine
the
the
end of
whole
the day, you're
time.
still finishing with the same sets.
Yeah. You're still fucking stimulating the muscle, no matter what machine you're on. If it feels good to you, you're getting a good pump, and you're progressing. Like that is all that matters to me. Do you know
Yeah,
what I
mate.
mean? Like no matter what machine it is. Like some movements for some people feel better than other movements for others. You get what I'm saying? So just whatever feels good for you, like run it up.
Yeah,
That's what I
exactly, bro.
think. Like, there's no right or wrong.
Yeah.
Sitting on something 4 sets, nothing wrong with that. Like a lateral, you'd sit on a fucking lateral for 4 sets.
Yeah,
So
you
why
can do
don't you sit
five.
on a leg press for 4 sets?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly.
Nothing wrong with
Exactly.
that.
Um, right, we'll run through some questions. Why not?
Yeah, go for it.
Have you got a good amount?
Bro, I think because I put my question box like the exact same spot as yours, I don't think people realised that I'd put one. So I got like two messages. Two messages, two questions,
I
sorry.
think I've got some decent ones. I think I've got some decent ones.
Let me have a look. I do. I've got one. Best bodybuilder to watch apart for advice apart from JP.
Best bodybuilders watch for advice.
Yeah,
Um, maybe, to be honest, maybe Cuba. To be honest, I like watching Cuba.
yeah. I would probably
There's
say
always
Cuba.
like something that there's always something to learn from people like that.
Yeah,
Um,
but sometimes Cuba can be like
sometimes it's
too.
too much. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
sometimes
what I was
it's
gonna
like
say.
when
Sometimes
he
it can
said
just.
bulking's better, I thought no, it's not.
Yeah, I think like Ian. Like I think like Ian's very good to
Yeah,
watch.
yeah.
Like,
I
cause
mean,
he
like
just.
if you're saying podcasts, it's a little bit different to like someone's YouTube, innit?
Yeah. But Ian posts YouTube videos and like watch his training and that, and Ian trains fucking good. So I think
Yeah,
Ian's like, because he's not like a, he's just like do what works kind of thing.
remember.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's
I
no
like
right or wrong. He just don't think it. Just
I
works
used to
hard
watch.
and
Yeah, I watch a lot of Sean Clarice's training. I love watching him train.
yeah.
You don't really
He's
like take too much value from that. You just watch him
that's what I
train.
was gonna
But
say.
do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think there's different people for like you watch people for entertainment. You watch people to like learn stuff.
Yeah,
But
for
yeah, I
sure.
don't know. I've definitely done a lot over Cuba over the years. Not so much of
Yeah,
training, a lot about like nutrition. To be honest, like I learned a lot
yeah,
about
yeah,
structure and nutrition. Like all them,
yeah,
I can like one bit of advice I'd give people to just learn more is just watch different YouTubes. Like, even just watch builders full day of eating, and like
watch them
if
all.
they know, if they know what they're talking about, they'll give you little cues about like why they're eating certain stuff, and then you just pick it up on the way, and then you find your own way.
Yeah, that's what I think. Just watch them all and then pick what sounds good to you and fucking try it.
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
think. Like, there's no right or wrong.
Um, one question I've got: 500k to go back to being natty, would you? No, 500k is nowhere
500k.
near enough.
Nah, probably not. Well, nah.
500k is not enough, bro.
If you gave me a mil, I probably would.
Mm,
Give me a mil, I probably would. Yeah. Someone give me a mil
yeah,
and I'll do it.
a million, but then you look like, nah, fuck that, mate. Fuck that.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, I don't know. 500k.
Nah, 500k is not enough, bro.
Nah.
You could go
You
buy
can
a
buy a
nice
gap.
house out. No. You could
Yeah,
go buy a decent house outright, and then your money's gone.
yeah.
You wouldn't be
And
able to
then
buy a
yeah,
nice
true.
house. It'd just be a decent gaff. It wouldn't be like
Yeah,
nothing crazy. You know what I mean?
yeah. Nah, I'm good.
So no, I wouldn't. I'd rather be a sixer. I'd rather be fucking jacked.
Good.
Another one. Why do this is actually a good one from Megaton. Why do you
Yeah.
think bodybuilding attracts so many people that just aren't made for it?
I don't know. That's a good
Social
question.
media.
That.
Social media.
Good question. That is. People
Like
want to
obviously,
feel
like,
like they fit.
eh?
Do you know what I mean? I feel like some people want to feel like they can, like they fit in. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they want to get.
I think
The,
like a big. I'd say like like, no. I love Chris Bumstead, yeah. But with how popular he got and the amount of success he got, like a lot of people think that's attainable. A lot of people think they
yeah.
just go to the gym, they start taking steroids, and then have that life, which is not. It's not the case at all. So I think like
No chance.
in certain aspects, bodybuilding is actually like it's glorified way more than it actually is, because
Yeah,
99% of people aren't going there. 99% like if you put all your eggs in one basket, like if you put all your eggs in bodybuilding and you don't do anything else with it, you're gonna get to like 35. You've never won a show. You've got no wife. You've got no kids. You've got no good job. You're just
yeah,
broke.
yeah, yeah,
Bodybuilding. You know, like so I think it attracts a lot of the wrong people for the wrong reasons. Like a lot of people will get into bodybuilding, they'll do a show because then they can think they can get a business out of it. They think they can then get a sponsor out of it. They can think they can then sort of make a life from it.
yeah. I also I
That's not
think
just
everybody
bodybuilding.
wants like
Hey,
everyone wants to look good. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like everybody
everyone wants
wants
to
to
look good,
look
but
good.
like,
I think that attracts
not everyone
everyone.
has it in them to be a bodybuilder, and that's why I see
Yeah,
so many
exactly.
people that don't actually love bodybuilding. They do a show and then they hate it because they didn't bodybuild for the right reasons.
Yeah,
Everyone,
yeah, yeah,
realistically, everyone likes training. You know, everyone likes
yeah.
training. Everyone wants to look good. Like, let's face it. Like, if you've been to the gym for a long period of time, you enjoy it. You enjoy the gym because if you don't enjoy it, you're not going to get results because you're not going
No,
to try. Yeah. So like
yeah,
nine
cool.
times, like most people in the gym, they love training. You know, there's not many people that it's a nightmare for them to go. But then I think
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
think that because they like, I think they think that some people will compete. They'll train to compete instead of competing
Yeah.
because they train.
And I think they
Um,
do that to fit in,
yeah,
is what I think.
just
Yeah,
be
some
part of the
people
crowd. Um, and some people
yeah,
just haven't got it. And like we was talking about it yesterday. Like, there's no shame in
yeah,
that.
it was
There's no
nothing
if
wrong.
you haven't got it, you haven't got it because there's a
Yeah,
reason why bodybuilding is so well. It was so unique because it was so difficult. Like it's
yeah,
not
yeah,
for everyone. Like people, it's
yeah,
bodybuilding is a sport of fucking extreme discipline. Yeah, and the reason why we all love it is because of how hard it is, and not everyone can do it. And that's
for
exactly it. Not
sure.
everyone can do it, so not everyone's made for it. It's like some people
And
come
there's nothing
into it
wrong
and
with that.
they'll soon realize how hard it is.
It's like if I wanted to be a basketball player, I ain't gonna fucking dunk. Nothing wrong with that. I'll take up another
Yeah.
sport. So if you
Yeah,
come
exactly. Yeah,
into
yeah, exactly. There's nothing wrong with
bodybuilding,
loving bodybuilding. You just have to
yeah,
understand that you're not a body like you can't stick
yeah,
to it. Like if you tell yourself I'm going to be a bodybuilder, but you can't stop yourself from going out and getting on the piss and fucking having a kebab on the weekend, you're not going to be a
yeah,
bodybuilder because you
yeah,
can't say no
yeah.
to it. And there's nothing
No,
wrong with that. Like
you're
how
right.
many people have we seen in like the past 2 years, like our age, that have started a prep, they've spoke about the prep, and they either competed and then we haven't seen them since, or they never actually made it to stage.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
remember there
yeah,
was a guy, you'll know what I'm talking about. He started the
yeah,
prep, and like he was talking about this and this and this and that. But then like he was in prep, going to raves, going on night outs, moaning that he had to wake up early to do cardio and stuff like. That's not why you bodybuild, mate. You bodybuild because you enjoy it.
not at all.
Like when
Yeah,
you're on
for
prep,
sure,
like you wake up looking forward to do your cardio. Like you start
yeah,
getting
for
hungry
sure.
and like, yeah, right, this is going good.
You just don't even think
Um,
about it. You don't even if you're an actual bodybuilder. I think actual bodybuilders just don't even think about it. They just do it. Do
you
you know what I
enjoy it.
mean? Like,
Like you love every single aspect of it. Like like
yeah,
when you're doing like an hour of cardio in the morning, and then you got like 15k steps to do. Your last meal is fucking salad and chicken, and you're walking around like falling asleep, mate. Like you fucking like that's it gives you a buzz. Like it gives you
yeah,
such a buzz because you're like right. I remember like at the back end of the last prep, that was like my head was like every day Lewis like checking on me, and he said right. Your main aim for today is just to beat today, like just win this day, and then get to the end and be proud of yourself because you work like you've proud of yourself because you've got closer. Like when you wake up tomorrow, you're gonna get a new low. When you wake up, you're gonna check your quads and you're gonna have an extra line. You're gonna turn around, and there's gonna be an extra line in your ass. Like that is what's fun about bodybuilding. Being fucked is fun about bodybuilding, and some people just they don't want that, and that's all right. But just don't get into it.
yeah. You don't have to pretend. You know what I mean? That's what I think. Just there's nothing wrong with it not being for you. Just don't pretend like it is. Like people, like
Yeah,
so many people fucking talk. I think just talk bollocks, and you look at them and you think, oh, you ain't got it in you, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm not even saying like, I might not even have it in me. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
To go to the absolute
But you
furthest
also
I can
look at
possibly.
people like there's different levels of having it in you. Like there are some guys out there that will literally sacrifice every fucking aspect of their life.
Yeah, just yeah,
They
yeah,
will literally sacrifice having everything in their life to bodybuild.
yeah.
They'll sacrifice they'll sacrifice having a job, having a wife and kids, like just so they can bodybuild.
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
what
yeah.
that's what having it is, and obviously like that is very rare. Like I'll happily admit
That
I
is,
haven't got that. I'm not willing to sacrifice my entire life, my future, to
nah,
bodybuild.
I would if I
Also,
had the genetics.
because I know
I
I ain't
would
got
if
the
I,
genetics.
yeah, that's it. So you have to be
And I've had this
realistic.
conversation before, like, with my family and stuff. If I had the
Yeah,
genetics, I would live in a fucking box, like a
yeah,
total
so would I.
box.
Yeah,
'Cause I
because if
know
you
I
have the
know
genetics,
eventually it'll work out.
yeah, if you have the genetics, like, and I'm on about elite genetics, you probably turn pro in like a few years. Do you know what I mean? Like 2, 3 years if you have like top genetics, and
But
then
also,
you can just
a lot of them guys that have the top genetics, but they
what's
don't need
that?
to do that.
Yeah,
They don't even
yeah,
need to
true.
do that to get there, bro. They can sleep. Fuck, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not.
Yeah, true.
But
That's
that
a
is what it
joke.
is, bro. There's nothing to do about it. You want to go? You
Yeah.
want to answer a question?
Oh, bro, I ain't got it.
That's fine. I've got quite a few. Um, Current status of both of you guys bodybuilding. Current plan for future. So
Well, I'm 23 weeks out as of yesterday,
yeah.
so
So
I've got like 7 more weeks pushing. Well, 6 weeks till 6, 7 more weeks till I start prep. Like, oh, fuck off! What? I can't even say that. Yeah, I've got like 7 more weeks. I think I'm gonna do like a 16-week prep.
yeah,
And a
but
lot of people think,
you
oh,
can pull it off quick as well.
that's what I was gonna say. A lot of people think 16 weeks your first prep, give yourself more time. I'm backing myself that I'm gonna be able to pull it off pretty quick. Like every diet I've ever done, it's come off like pretty sound, and I'm not that fat at the minute. Like I'm a lot less fat than I was when I started my last diet,
Yeah, yeah,
and that was 8 weeks, and I'd say I got to like 8 week out condition, and I'm gonna be less
yeah.
fat. So, you know
You were in good nick. You were in
what I
very good
mean,
nick.
I back myself that I can get in shape in 16 weeks. I back myself I'll get in shape in like 12, 13, and then it would just be
Yeah,
freshen
but then it
up.
just
Or
gives you more time to freshen up. Yeah,
yeah,
that's it.
like I
But
genuinely
that's
think I will.
to be chasing your ass for the entire 16 weeks to lose all your muscle.
Yeah, I don't plan on doing that. So I'm just gonna back myself. Obviously, I'm prepping myself as well. So just gonna back myself, prep myself, and fucking hopefully look decent. Well, I say hopefully. I'm
Well, you
gonna
will.
look decent.
That's it,
Yeah,
bro. That's it.
I back myself. I do back myself. That's it for
Um,
me, really.
for me, yeah, like I've. Well, I don't even care. Like, I'll happily speak about that now. So, like next year, end of next year, I'm competing. I've set the. I'm like, it's in my head now. Like, I'm not really thinking about when. It's like, all right, end of next year, I'm competing. So obviously, I start pushing again. It'll probably be Wednesday, I guess. Next Wednesday, I'll start my cycle will go back in when I get my bloods back. Um, I'm gonna keep food the same for the first 4 weeks whilst I let things saturate, and then it's into a big push. Having at the end of that back into a hell phase, go into another push, then I'll see where things are at then, and
Yeah,
then I'll pretty much start prep from there. So
that's
like
it.
a year's
Yeah,
time, I'll start prep. Gives me like two massive
yeah,
6 month pushes. A year from now, I'll
yeah,
start
yeah.
prep. Maybe no, maybe just over a year, and competing at the back end of next year, which I've got my goal set, and yeah,
Yeah,
it should be
yeah.
good. That's it.
I think I think I'm only gonna do the one show this day. Oh, what the fuck's happened here? I think I'm only gonna do the one show this year, and then I might even compete next year as well. So
Do
I'll
it,
just
mate.
see
Do it.
how I do this year and that, and then I might just do every year I've got as a junior, because why not?
That's it, bro. That's it.
Hopefully get big.
Uh, this is more a question for me. Any tips on the way you structure content? Well, Noah doesn't post, so
I don't
he's
post.
got my answer there. Just find what you can do regularly. That's it. Like recording my training is no problem for me now, so that's all I post. It's like I don't.
Yeah, yeah,
It's not ball leg. I put the camera in the same place every week. I get ready for the set. I do the set. I'll keep recording the same sets in the same position, and that's it. And then the day after, I'll post them. And for some
yeah.
reason,
I think
huh?
yeah. I was gonna say, I think for people who actually want to get somewhere and with social media and that, bro, just post everything and anything.
Just be
But I
consistent.
think
Like find what
like
you're good
shit.
at.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
post it. Just, like, don't worry about it. Just post it. But like some people just ain't as bothered as others. Like I post here and there, but I'm not really that bothered. But if you
yeah, yeah,
really
yeah.
like really social media and that, just post it. Like just make a video and just post it. Even if
That's what
you don't think it's the best, like just get it out there and
post
you'll get
what
better.
find what you're good at. Like yeah, just post everything. Yeah, and then find what people like to see, and then post
Yeah,
that.
And
So
then
it's like
post that, yeah. It's
I
literally
started
that.
my
Like,
yeah, like I started posting in my like I sort of documented the 2023 prep a little bit, not too much. Like people, I tried to put as much as I thought was good information back then, which was now it's like nothing. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
And then from when I stepped off stage, I was like, right, I'm gonna post at least once a week from my training.
yeah,
So now, if you go through my page, I've got every single session pretty much is in there, bar a few, yeah. And I know that in like 4 or 5 years, I'm just gonna have like a decade worth of training in there. And people
yeah,
like what like now it's at a position where people like watching that. If I post something, that's what's get the best views. So I just know that's what I post. Some people
yeah,
have wicked physiques, and when they put a camera in front, they just look really good. So just post your physique because people still like to
yeah,
see that. Like just find out
yeah,
what you're good at, and then people will capitalize on that. So like for me, I just post my training. People like that, and obviously like I'm not really known for having a mental physique. I'm just known for having good training. That's it, and
yeah,
I'm happy with that. So that's what I post. I don't really post my physique that much. I post it on the stories, but I don't really post it on the grid because for me,
yeah, yeah,
I don't really feel the need to. Like my training is the most important thing to me. And like I said, I post my training every now and then, but I know when I compete in next year, my training will just be the reason I look so much different is just because of the training.
yeah,
So
for
yeah, you'll have
sure.
the opportunity there, but you just look at how what I did in 2023, what I did now.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
first time we went to Apollo almost 2 years ago, I pended them up three plates, 3 and a 5.
I can't even remember.
It wasn't a lot, yeah. It was like 3.5 plates or 3 plates. It was such like a little amount. And then you'll
Yeah,
see I've pretty much had every single set on my Instagram since then, and I've gone up to 6 plates. I started the leg press on like 7 plates, and I've done 12 plates. So it's like
and it was
that
straight.
every single week, you've seen an extra 5, an extra 10, an extra fucking 20. Like it's just a massive log. So my tips are just find what people like to see, find what you enjoy as well, and what's you. Don't
Yeah,
fake it. Just do what's
yeah.
easy for you. Like it doesn't have to be forced. It doesn't.
And everyone,
It doesn't.
everyone who's ever made it has always just said, just be yourself, innit?
Yeah, just be
You know what I
real.
mean?
If you're someone that just like, bro, you haven't even got to post your training or post your physique. If you just want to pick up the camera and just chat shit to the camera, people will like that as well.
Yeah,
There's so
just
many
do it.
guys out there that literally don't work, bro, because Instagram pays them just from talking to the camera and just being funny. There's so many different ways to capitalize on social media. It's just whatever suits you best.
Yeah, for sure. And it takes time as well, so don't rush it. It takes fucking ages,
Yeah,
social
exactly.
media.
Like like let's say I've been posting 3 years. I didn't really my name's not out there. I've got 5K followers, but it's out there a decent amount. But it didn't just happen
Yeah,
overnight. Like it
that's
slowly
it.
happened until eventually it
Takes
paid
time.
off, and I
Yeah,
managed to
just
get my
be,
sponsor.
same with your bodybuilding, just be consistent as well.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Like your body, but you're not going to turn pro overnight. You're not going to be a social media star overnight.
Yeah, unless you're Sam Sealer.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Um, when was the point when you realised bodybuilding was for you, and what caused it?
I don't even know. I think when I realised I'm not half bad at this stuff is when I seen how I could train versus how other people can train in terms of like actually like pushing yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'd train with people and I'd see people in the gym. I'd see people in the gym who were even like big, like really big. And I'd watch them train and I was like, you just, I genuinely think I train better than you. And I was like 16 and I was like, I
Yeah.
genuinely
Yeah.
think I train harder than you. And this guy's fucking huge. So then, so I just thought, you know what, I'm not actually off. And I had a decent rig. I've always had a decent rig since I started training. I could always grow a bit of muscle. And I realised that I could train better than 99% of people. So that's when I thought, like, if I'm going to do it, I'm just going to do it properly,
That's it, bro.
essentially. That's what that
For
would be.
me, I just love training. Straight like the first day in the gym, I love training. So
Yeah,
I knew that I wanted to train, yeah. And then
I've
obviously
always
everyone knows the story. I went to a show. That's it. I went to a show. I
yeah.
saw what people look like, and I was like, right, I want to do this. And I competed like a year and a half later.
The rest is history, bruv.
And the rest is history, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Strength progression, natural versus enhanced. Your experience.
They're the exact same, mate. You're just a bit stronger on gear. I think, anyway. I think, obviously, the first time you start gear, you're going to be taking plus twos and load progressions and matching reps, etc. But I think after that, eventually, it's just going to be at the same rate as when you was natural.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's how it was for me.
First cycle,
Like it's
yeah.
not.
First, obviously, I've only done one cycle, yeah, so I can't speak too much. First cycle, you'll go fucking nuts, mate. Like you can, if you wanted to, you could add an absurd amount of weight onto every single lift.
Yeah,
Your
for
execution
sure.
will change a little bit, and your joints are going to be fucked, but you could add an
Yeah,
absurd amount very, very, very quick. And that's what
yeah,
I
for
did.
sure.
And then I've now, like, I'm not too much stronger than when I first started, but my training's way better. Like,
That's
my
it. That's
execution is way
exactly
better.
what
And
I
that's
done
what
as
you want
well.
from bodybuilder. Like, obviously, yeah, you want to be strong, and there's certain movements, there's a time and a place for just ripping weight, yeah? Like, there's a certain movements where you can just get away with pulling the fucking shit. Like, you can just fucking pull a shit ton of weight off the floor. You can row a lot, you can press a lot. But at the end of the day, if you want to be a good bodybuilder and you want to stand on stage and beat people, you can't always just train heavy. And actually, me and Noah had this conversation yesterday at the show because the guy that won the middleweights, just by looking at his physique, and I know that guy is motherfucking strong.
Yeah,
He's probably fucking pressed 100 kilo dumbbells. He's probably deadlifted 300 kilos. He's probably barbell row 5 plates. But
yeah.
it
You
comes
don't
to a
need to
point
do
where
that.
that training is counterproductive. Once you've
Yeah,
got so much muscle, it's not a case of adding more muscle. It's a case of refining that muscle.
yeah, for sure.
Um,
And also, I
in
think
my
injuries.
in my opinion, and that's why a lot of the pros train the way they train.
Yeah,
Uh,
I
that's why
think.
it's
Uh,
not the best to look at the ways the pros train and how you're going to build a physique. You want to look at how they trained 10 years ago when they were small.
yeah, I agree. I also think from an injury standpoint as well. Like you can only, like you're not gonna be. You can only get a certain amount of strength essentially. But like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
when you
yeah.
try to
Like
push past
if you
that,
look at
you're
yeah,
just gonna be injuring yourself. I
yeah.
think.
If you look at Cuba's training, yeah, let's say I don't know, incline press 4 plates on the Smith. He probably did that 5, 6 years ago. But
Yeah,
now he can do it, and I can guarantee as soon as he unwraps the weight, his chest is on fire.
yeah,
Because
it's
you just
just
get
way
skilled
better.
with training. And like, if you look at how
And
Cuba
he's
used to
bigger.
train, he'd do drop sets, rest pauses, widowmakers, everything. But now
Yeah,
he's at a point where he's a pro bodybuilder. This is his career. He's got a shit ton of muscle. He just needs to make the muscle look better. It's just a case of refining it.
yeah. And he's bigger right now, lifting less load, and that's the goal as a
Exactly. Like
bodybuilder.
you want to be as you want to stimulate the muscle with as least load as possible. And like yeah,
Yeah,
training heavy is fun. Obviously, it's fun as fuck. But at the end of the day, if you can stimulate the muscle with as least weight, your joint's going to be as projected as possible.
yeah. But it is more
That's my
boring though.
opinion.
It's fucking
My
boring.
opinion. Yeah, it is more boring. Which is why there has to be a good balance. Unless you enjoy
Yeah,
training that way.
literally that. Just has to be the balance. Just do
Unless you
both.
enjoy
I think.
training really, really slow, then yeah, there has to be balance. Like there's certain movements
Yeah,
where I'll be super accurate. There's certain movements where I'll just let it rip.
yeah. I think just do both. Do a heavy, fucking heavy, sling it about set, and then do a back off a little bit where you just make it perfect on the muscle.
Yeah,
Like
that's
nothing
it,
wrong
and
with
that's
that.
that's how training will be
I
the
don't
most fun.
think that. Yeah,
Uh,
man.
right. Why not GH next exposure? Who's to say I'm not? Right.
Money.
Favorite gym you've been to? To be honest,
My
I'll say
favourite
the first.
gym.
Yeah, go on.
Go on. What are
I
you
think
gonna
the
say?
favorite gym is the first time I went all flex roll. That was a fucking good session.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Really good
My
session.
favourite gym is probably Derby. My favourite gym is
I've
probably
never been
Ulflex
to
Derby.
Derby, yeah,
I don't know why.
but
I just love that gym. I do.
yeah,
Like the
I think
vibe in there. Everyone in there is fucking huge. They've got bare kit. Like I don't know. I just really like. I think B mod. That's just
yeah,
chronic
yeah,
jam.
yeah, yeah. I've never been to
God,
BMod, but I
first time
really,
I
I
went B
really
mod
want to go to the original one.
was sick. First
Yeah,
time I went
yeah,
B mod was sick. Like the OG B mod. Like not the one it is now. Like when it was a bit more smaller. That B mod. Like I don't know. There was just something about it that was sick. That was. Do like B
yeah,
mod. Good
yeah,
gym.
yeah. I've heard good things about that as well. But even still, like even I think the new gym, like I think that's still a good gym.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. It just feels
I
different. I
love
don't
them.
know
I
why. It
love
just
them.
feels still a
I love
hard
them
gym.
gyms.
Good
I
environment
love them.
in that gym. Yeah, you know what I mean.
And that's it.
That's a good
Environment
gym.
is everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh, what's your leg day routine and any tips on how to train them properly? You want to go first?
Mine's been a bit weird recently. I can't lie. I haven't really been logging my leg sessions. I've just been doing whatever I feel like. And that's not something I'd typically do. But I like
Yeah, but it
this
also
week.
works.
yeah, this week I wanted to Smith squat, so I done my 2 sets of leg press and then I done a set of Smith squats, which I haven't done a set of Smith squats in like 6+ months. But then, like last week, I injured my quad a bit, so I just worked like you did yesterday. I just worked up in tens on everything. I just
Yeah, yeah.
fucking as long as you, the sets that I actually done, I took it there and got up
That's
for and
what,
went really
that's what
hard.
matters. And
But
legs is
but
a different, it's a different session to everything else. Like obviously every
I
single session needs max, yeah, but legs needs fucking max times too. Like if you're not switched on,
legs is
you'll literally get crushed.
yeah, legs is so different. Like like genuinely is so different. Like psychologically, it's like you got to get up for it.
Yeah.
But
So my leg day is biceps, 3 sets biceps, 1 set adductor, 3 sets leg extension, 2 sets hamstring curl, 2 sets leg press, 2 set pendulum calves. So it's a big session. It's a big session.
yeah, yeah,
It's a good session. Whereas
I would
yesterday,
say,
I literally had to train
yeah,
this session in an hour. So I did my 3 sets biceps because my biceps are so shit. So I made sure I did the 3 sets biceps. And then pretty
yeah,
much my adductor, ham, leg curl, I did one straight set, but I pyramided up. So I was quite quick. I probably did all three of them sets within like 10 minutes. And then I did my 2 sets on the leg press. I did 1 set on the pendulum because otherwise I just wouldn't have had no time. But the 2 sets on leg press was normal, and then my set on the pendulum was mega.
yeah, yeah. I would say I didn't really say what I do to be fair. I will always start with a hamstring curl. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's just something I do. I always start with a hamstring curl. I'd start with a hamstring curl before any. I'd start with hams before I do quads. Always. I don't know why. That's just
I
something
used
I've
to start
always.
with hamstring curls. Obviously, every session we've trained, we've done hamstring curls first.
Yeah,
Now we'll
I
do leg extensions first. The reason is the connection I get with the quads now. After a leg extension, my quads are so much like they're so full. There's so much
yeah.
pain.
You
I
need
go
that
onto the
little
hamstring
break.
curl. By the time I get to the leg press, they're still
Yeah, you
full,
need.
but they're not,
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
come
I hear
down with
that.
no pain.
Yeah, yeah, I hear that. I think that's also pretty good. To be fair, I don't know why it just feels weird because I think a leg extension is like a pretty big movement.
Yeah, yeah,
Obviously,
yeah.
all it's big, but like a leg extension, you got to get up for a leg extension. So me to walk into the gym and get up for a set within 5-10 minutes just doesn't feel right for me sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
So I take my time a bit and I'll do a ham curl, still with the same amount of effort in that, but it's just different psychologically.
Yeah,
And then I'll
yeah,
move on to my quad work. That's what I
yeah.
typically do.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, it's like the person dependent as well. Like, obviously, like if you're doing 2 leg sessions, they're obviously gonna have 2 different knees. Yeah. So obviously, like my other leg session at Hinge, it's like more hamstring focused. Yeah. So I'm
Yeah,
doing 3 sets, 3 sets ham curl, 2 sets stiff leg, 2 sets leg extension, 1 set hack. So it's not like
yeah,
a massive session, but it's like my hamstrings are getting more than my quads. And
yeah,
then I'll train my other leg day, like more quad based. Um, Tips on how to train them: is just train them fucking hard. Like just
yeah,
train them. Like just train legs as hard as you possibly can, and they'll grow.
yeah, literally that. And yeah, what fucking hell?
Like if you train them hard, they'll grow.
Yeah, yeah. What was I gonna? Oh, that's what I was gonna say. It's also like your needs. Do you know what I mean? Like, what does your legs need? If you've got a massive gap in between your legs, start on adductors. If
Yeah.
you've got no hamstrings, start with hamstrings. If your quads are sharp but you've got good adductors and hamstrings, start with quads.
Yeah, yeah, I agree, mate. I agree.
That's what I think.
Um, if you had to, this is actually for me. If you had to compare hazelnut nugget ESN ISO to what other, if you had to compare hazelnut nugget ESN ISO to whatever other than subs, what would it be? What? What does that mean? If you
Oh,
had to compare ESN ISO to
shit
whatever other
question.
than sub,
Next question.
yeah, I don't know what that means. Sorry, mate. Favorite meal in the rotation.
Yeah.
What's your favorite meal in the moment in your diet?
Oh, fucking none of them.
For me,
I don't, oh, that
oh,
is an ass question. I
I
don't
tell you
even
what,
know.
mate. I'm
Go
actually
on.
loving. So obviously, I told you I've been trying to put in a little bit more variety at the moment. My last meal on my training days on a weekend is 250 beef, 450 potato, 100 pineapple, and 100 veg. So 50 onion and then like 50. I don't. It's a different veg, like whatever I feel like. Sometimes
Yeah,
peppers,
yeah,
sometimes cucumbers. But I always keep the onion. Like I cook my beef in the onion, mate. That is fucking mega. Like it's such a good meal,
yeah.
such a good
Oh,
meal. And I think that when I get into the off season, because like I always take potato out in the off season, and I just end up swapping it for rice because it's just so, potatoes. Like when you're
yeah,
not, like when you don't care about food, you don't want to stand there and chop potatoes and cook potatoes. You just rather cook your rice in the morning.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree.
It's
That's
like,
like me at the minute.
but I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna make sure I keep potatoes in. But I think what I do,
I
like
think,
when I start pushing food quite high, instead of doing like 7, 8, 900 grams of potato, I'll keep potato like 500, 600 grams. I'll just add in some sourdough
yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
sourdough and
That's what I was.
beef is fucking mega as well. Like, what I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
other than that,
right.
the meal I'm loving at the moment is my rest day meal. So it's meal 4 on a rest day, 250 beef, yeah, 50-50 veg. And it was 100 grams of sourdough. Now because it's the last week of the diet, I pull my food quite hard on both days, just so I can like get that deficit as hard as I can for the last week. So now it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
50 grams of sourdough. It's just like one. It's like one slice, but that is such a good meal. And when I was doing it in the
I
off
do.
season, I had rice in there as
Yeah,
well. So it was beef, rice, and sourdough.
yeah,
Very good
yeah,
meal.
yeah.
Very good
I
meal.
do
I really like beef. Beef cooked fresh
Yeah,
is fucking is the best.
that's what I was gonna say. I do like beef. I do like beef meals, but I don't know. You know, when you eat so much food, it's like all your meals are a fucking chore to eat and that. And like, I used to like my eggs and that in the morning, and I used to like my last
When you're pushing
meal.
food, though, when you're pushing food, mate, eggs in the morning, they just go and chore. But that's
Yeah,
like
it's horrible.
one of my favourite meals.
Really?
I would say, because it's not in my diet right now, so I can't say it's my favourite meal, but it would be eggs, sourdough, and then like rice pudding. It's fucking mega.
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
was doing. Like when I was pushing, I was having, yeah, eggs,
Oh,
sourdough, rice pudding, blueberries. It was so
sourdough
good.
and jam. Sourdough and jam is like crack with me.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That is unreal. But
Yeah,
now,
sourdough. Yeah, like when you have like a chicken and rice meal, but you need to look up the food, so you got sourdough and jam on the side. It's
jam, yeah,
fucking amazing.
loud,
I
loud.
love pushing
But
food. I love pushing food.
I do until you're pushing that much food. Like it takes me that long to eat, bro. If I get round to the last slice of sourdough and it's fucking cold,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
that is not fun. Oh
Nah.
well,
Right, another one.
go on.
From Sam from the gym. You know Sam.
Yeah, I think so.
You will know him. You two are
Yeah,
69 and who's on top? We're not answering that, mate.
what?
Jokes guy,
That's
bro.
great.
Jokes guy, bro. I've got some more from the other one. Hold on.
Go on.
Got some more. Where is it? Where is it?
I do need to eat.
This is actually a good one from Alex KW underscore bodybuilding.
Yeah,
Would you
yeah.
rather die from dieting and getting too lean, or pushing up and getting too big?
Say that
Definitely die
again.
from getting too big. Would you rather die from
Oh,
dieting and
die.
getting too lean, or would you rather die from pushing up and getting too big?
Don't know.
Pushing up and getting too big.
Die. Like,
Yeah, like
how?
if like
Yeah, I know
if
what
you
you're trying to
push it
say.
when you died,
Yeah, but how hard are you gonna have to push to die?
I'd rather
That's
I'd rather die. I'd rather die at 350 pounds. Yeah, fucking
yeah, but you're just gonna
huge,
be fat
than die
as
at
shit.
like, huh?
You're just gonna be fat, like
No,
just got
no,
no
no,
meat.
no, no. Like I mean like a good 350.
Nah, that you're just gonna be fat, bro. If you die from, I'm trying to think, like, if you die from pushing up, you're just gonna be fat as shit and like have a
Yeah, if you
heart
die
attack.
from being lean, you're just gonna be skinny.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm trying to
You
think
look
how
good
both of
though.
them would feel. Like, if you die from being fat as shit, that ain't gonna be fun because you ain't gonna be able to walk around in that. Like, you ain't gonna be able to do anything. Like, that ain't fun. Whereas if you die from being too lean, you probably die from like I don't know, anorexia or something. Like, which one's
Bro,
gonna feel
I
better?
think they mean as like a bodybuilder, bro.
Yeah, I
You
don't
don't mean
know.
as like a general. They mean like diet, like, going in prep, yeah, and pushing it too far to the point you get fat, or in an off season, you push it too far and you die. Like one day you just die because you push it too
I'm
hard.
still
You've been
trying to
taking
think
too much
about
shit,
how both of
push it
them are
too
going to
hard.
feel. Still trying to think
I'd be
about how you're
pushing.
going to feel.
I'd be pushing
I'm
food up.
probably, yeah, yeah, but
You'd die before you even competed, bro. It wouldn't be worth it. At least if you die when you're
nah,
getting
yeah,
big, you got big.
probably dark. Yeah, because you have a big coffee as well. Then probably dark.
Um, how many money would you pay if you could 10 kilos of muscle right away? I wouldn't pay.
How much more? What sort of
Like,
retarded question is that? Because if it was
how
up
much
to
would you
me to
pay?
get 10 kilo muscle, I'd just pay a quid. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to say, yeah, I'll pay a 500k. If the option is like, how much would I pay? Give me a quid. You know what I mean? Like, how much would I pay? How much money have I got?
Right. What?
Like, I can't pay a lot of money if I ain't got a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All
and if
right.
it's my
Um,
choice, how much do I want to pay, and you're going to give me 10 kilo muscle regardless, I'm going to give you
mate,
a quid, mate.
would you cheat on your missus for a pro card?
Yeah?
Well, I've
Silly
got no missus,
question is
yeah.
that?
So
Fuck yeah.
I've got, I've got no
Bro,
missus,
I
so
get
no.
it.
So
I'm
pro
going to get a
card for
pro
free.
card. Are you mad? I'm doing that.
Right. How do you deal with strength plateaus?
Uh, well,
It
one of
depends. It
them, I
depends how
just think
it depends how it's plateaued. Yeah. Let's
situation.
say,
Like,
yeah, yeah. Let's say you're
have a
pushing
couple
up.
of days
Yeah,
off.
yeah. Let's say you're pushing up. You're on a hack squat. You've got 4 plates, and you've been getting 6 reps every single week, and every week that rep is getting harder, but your body weight's going up. If it's just that movement, maybe have a look at your execution. Maybe have a look at
Yeah,
your
if
actual
I was
setup.
doing
Maybe
that.
it's too late. Maybe it's too late in the session. You've done too much prior to it. There's so many different variables you can't really like just say.
Yeah, change your rep ranges maybe. Like instead of
Yeah,
doing a
that's a good
5
one. Like,
to
I've
8,
got the
maybe
RDL.
a
Yeah,
10 to 12 first. It's like
yeah.
just there's
You
many
could like if
variables in.
something can still. Also, not just about plateau. Like if it just starts to feel shit in low rep ranges, just do 2 high rep ranges or 2 straight sets instead of
Yeah,
doing like a 5 to 8 and like a 10-12. Just do it 8-10 both sets, same
yeah,
weight.
literally.
That's a good challenge as well. So like, that's what I did with the RDL. Instead of doing it first in like a top set back off fashion, I was doing at the end of the session. I was doing 2 straight sets. So I
Yeah,
wasn't doing the
like I say,
same weight, but I was still getting 2 fucking fantastic sets. And I
yeah,
also know that like if you do deadlift at the first exercise, you have to get so up for that set.
you're gonna be smoked for the rest of the session. I think
It it,
not
it
even just
does
physically,
it,
mentally.
it does take away from that like the rest of the sets. Whereas if you
Yeah,
do it at
for
the
sure.
you at the end, your leg extension, your hamstring curl, your leg press, your fucking calf raise, your adductor, you've been fresh for every single one of them because your head's not been fucked to tap into a fucking five
Yeah,
six plate RDL or deadlift.
yeah,
That's my
yeah,
opinion.
for
So I
sure.
think like, if you do 2 straight sets at the back end of the session, you're not totally fixated on that number. You just want to make sure them sets are fucking amazing. They'll still progress, of course, but
Yeah, for sure.
there's not as much anxiety around progressing them 2 sets.
Yeah, for sure, for
Because
sure.
like when you're younger and like you have deadlifts at the start or you squat at the start and you lose a rep or you match,
Your whole
it will
session's
ruin
done already.
your
Yeah,
session's
for
fucked.
sure. 100%. I'd go home.
You've been thinking about it like for a week. You've been thinking about it since last Tuesday since you've done it, and you come in and you fuck it up. You're like, right, this session's fucked. I may as well go home.
I actually used to think if I didn't progress, I weren't building muscle, and like
On the
that'd
flip
get
side
to
of
me.
it, on the flip side of it, if you then go in and you get a rep, you just the rest of the session just flows so easy because
Yeah,
you've got what you
just
want. You
gassed.
could go
Like
home happy.
yeah, you could get the rep, and then you could get that rep up, and then fucking drop a rep on everything else, but you gassed because you got the rep up on your deadlift, because
That's
that's
it,
your
bro.
main
That's it.
thing.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Right. That's actually it for the questions. To be honest, from me,
Yeah, cool. I've got to eat. I'm fucking.
it's getting late as well. I need to get the glasses on. I need to get my oats
It's
ready. I think we should um I think we should start getting some guests on as well now.
yeah, for sure,
I
for
reckon
sure.
we can if we if we can get a date, like obviously we'll talk after this. We get a date penciled in for the next one.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
could look at getting some good people on. Like we're getting like some good questions for them as well,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah,
um,
yeah. I'll uh,
because there's
I'll
so many
message
people.
Steve, see if
Yeah,
he wants
message
to
Steve
jump
and
on.
get him on there. I'll message Ian and
Yeah,
Hanny,
see,
get him on there. But
yeah,
yeah, like
cool.
seriously, like, there's so many people in the industry that
I'd
are
like
so
to talk
valuable.
to.
Yeah, they're so valuable, and like there's loads of takeaways from there.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
so yeah, we'll see, mate. We'll see.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
All right then. I'll
All right.
I'll see you in a bit, bro.
Yeah, sound, 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 sound.